If you want to make money on YouTube, you're in the right place, because this is a complete breakdown of everything you need to know, including all of the new rules, and we're starting right now. The first rule of making money on YouTube is this, and it's pretty simple. You don't have to wait. You can start making money with 0 views and 0 subscribers if you have something to sell. You are allowed to put links in your videos to products and services you sell off platform. All you need to do is follow YouTube's guidelines and policies that are linked below, along with loads of other useful resources in the video description that's just below that delicious like button. Now, having said that, my guess is that most of you aren't in a position to do that. What you want to know is how to make money from your videos by running ads on them. And the only way to do this is to join the YouTube Partner Program. Yeah, this is where things get interesting, and we've got a lot to talk about. Called YPP for short, it used to be fairly easy to understand. You get in, you make money. But YouTube decided to change the rules recently, with some good news. There are now 2 tiers of requirements into the YouTube Partner Program. The first is as follows. You will need 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours over a 12-month period, we'll explain that one in a second, or 3 million YouTube Shorts views over a 90-day period. My name's Rob, by the way. Hello, welcome to vidIQ. I do realise these are slightly unusual glasses, and I've got more of them as well. Now, meeting these requirements will enable you to apply and hopefully join the YouTube Partner Program, but it only gives you access to some monetization features known as fan funding. These are super chats, super thanks, and channel memberships. Essentially, this is money earned directly from your audience. But to be clear, this level of monetization does not include ad revenue from your videos. To start doing that, you'll need to reach the second tier of requirements. To start running ads on your videos, you will need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch time hours over a 12-month period, or 10 million YouTube Shorts views over a 90-day period. Now, once you've reached these requirements, it doesn't matter if you did it through watch hours or Shorts views, both types of content will be eligible for ad revenue. So these are the headline statements for monetization requirements into the YouTube Partner Program. But as you might imagine, there's quite a bit of small print. And let's be honest, it's best to know what these are now, rather than get caught out further down the line when you think you've reached monetization requirements when you actually haven't. The subscriber number is pretty straightforward. Every subscriber counts and there is no time limit. Get 500, get 1,000, job done. For watch hours, it's a little more complicated. Only watch hours from long form videos and live streams count. Watch hours from YouTube Shorts don't. And these watch hours must be from videos and live streams that are public. If you unlist them, private them, or delete them, the watch hours do not count. There's also a time frame when it comes to watch hours. Only watch hours gained in the last 12 months count towards the requirements. Now, what that doesn't mean is that if you fail to get the watch hours needed within 12 months of starting your channel, the number resets to 0 and you begin all over again. What it actually means is this: whatever today's day is, roll back 12 months, any watch time gained in that period counts. And whether it's tomorrow, next week, or next month, this logic still applies. But if you're aiming for the YouTube Shorts requirement, then this logic applies. And remember, you don't need both. It's either watch hours or Shorts views. If all this sounds a little confusing, don't worry. Simply head on over to the Earn section on the YouTube Studio, and this section will display your current progress to all of those requirements. You may have also noticed another requirement here, at least 3 video uploads in the last 90 days. But that's easy enough to do, right? And to make this even more simple, YouTube will tell you when you're eligible to apply for YPP. And the good news is, all of this information is duplicated on the YouTube Studio app if you haven't got a computer. Now for all of the bits and pieces you might not be aware of. If you go to Settings in the YouTube Studio, then Channel, followed by the Feature Eligibility tab, you will see something called Advanced Features. You'll need to enable this before you can monetize, and that's after you've verified your account, which requires a phone number. This is all of the other small print you'll need to know. Your channel must be free from community strikes. In other words, follow YouTube's rules and you'll be fine. 2-step verification needs to be turned on for your Google account linked to the YouTube channel. Again, you'll probably need your phone for that. and you'll need to have an AdSense account. If you haven't got one, during the application phase of the YPP process, you'll be asked to set one up. So as you can see, there are a lot of rules and requirements to follow to ensure the integrity of the YouTube Partner Program is protected against bad actors. Think of it like this. You are entering into a business relationship with YouTube, and trust needs to be earned on both sides. Having said all of this, once you do meet the requirements for YPP, what happens next? Oh yeah, we're down to business. Meeting the requirements for the YouTube Partner Program does not automatically gain entry into it. You need to apply, complete some steps, and then have YouTube review your channel. All of this takes time. Up to a month, YouTube says, but typically less than a week. The first step is to agree to the YouTube Partner Program Terms of Service. It's simple enough to do that, but I highly recommend you actually read it. And if you're under 18, you'll need to get permission from a parent or guardian. Next up, you'll need to link an AdSense account to your YouTube channel by either creating a new AdSense account or connecting an existing one. AdSense is the mechanism by which you get paid by YouTube, and we'll cover this more later on. And finally, the step you can't really do anything about: the review process. This is where YouTube should catch any bad apples trying to sneak into the YouTube Partner Program, because the channel will undergo human review. So this is a point at which I will highly recommend you read the community guidelines and the advertiser-friendly guidelines to ensure that your channel is actually eligible for monetization. They are robust, they are comprehensive. YouTube is serious about this stuff because dollars are at stake. But if everything goes as planned, it shouldn't be too long before you get an email similar to this, welcoming you into the YouTube Partner Program. However, channels can be rejected for many different reasons. YouTube will notify you of this decision and at best give you a vague reason why. What I mean by this is that YouTube won't specifically tell you which videos are causing problems on your channel. So you'll have to go in there and figure it out yourself. Frustrating, I know, but it is YouTube's house, therefore YouTube's rules. Now, you can, if you want, appeal the rejection within 21 days of receiving it, or wait 30 days to reapply for the YouTube Partner Program. But the second time you apply, make sure everything is in order on your channel, because if you are rejected a second time, you'll have to wait 90 days, 3 months, before you can reapply again. I think this is YouTube's way of basically saying, you're wasting our time, we've got other applications to get through, get to the back of the line. 2 very common reasons why channels are rejected from the YouTube Partner Program are for reused and repetitious content. So again, I highly encourage you to research what these are before your channel gets rejected for these reasons. Once you're in the YouTube Partner Program, you'll notice some awesome changes. This isn't one of them, but it's still awesome. The Earn page in the YouTube Studio now has a ton of new tabs and options and information. The first thing you want to check is the Supers tab to make sure all of these toggles are switched on so that people can send you money through Super Thanks on videos and Super Chats and Super Stickies during live streams. It's at this point I need to introduce you to something that you're going to have to get used to. YouTube's cut. For every dollar directly earned from YouTube, they are going to take a portion of it to keep the lights on, the servers running, and to serve free meals in the Google canteen. So when it comes to supers, let's say somebody gives you $1, you will keep 70 cents of it and YouTube keeps 30 cents of it. Essentially a 70-30 split. But as you're about to find out, that cut changes depending on how the money was earned. Channel membership is another thing you can start playing around with in the first monetization tier. But I know by now you'll all be very keen to take a look at ad revenue. Once you meet the requirements for ad revenue monetization, whenever you upload a long form video, you'll see this screen to turn on ad revenue and then this screen to self-certify the content of the video so that it aligns with YouTube's advertiser guidelines. In recent years, YouTube have simplified the way ads are run on your videos to the point where the only thing you control now is whether you want to monetize the video at all and where to manually put mid-roll ads rather than letting YouTube do it automatically. And yeah, shoving tons of mid-roll ads into a video doesn't mean that YouTube will automatically show them all. But the good news is that once you are in the YouTube Partner Program, every video you have already published on the channel is eligible for monetization, even if it is 10 years old. As for YouTube's cut, it's a little more aggressive this time. You get 55%, but YouTube keeps 45%. I know, it sounds like a lot, but it has been like this for years, and in my opinion, is still industry leading. To be honest though, it's not YouTube's split that you need to keep an eye on, it's something called CPM. CPM is the cost paid by the advertisers for every 1,000 views on your video, and is calculated before YouTube's cut. This CPM will vary not only from video to video, but for a whole host of other factors, including video topic, geographical location of viewers, age, gender, time of the year. The list is almost endless. What this all means in the most basic of terms is that videos about finance have a much higher CPM than videos about gaming. That's just the way it is. As I said earlier, CPM doesn't factor in YouTube's cut, so it doesn't really reflect the money you're actually making on your channel. To do that, you need to take a look at something called RPM, which does discount YouTube's cut, but also includes any money you earn from supers. To be honest, even the RPM can be quite meaningless given the calculations it still needs to go through. So if you want to know how much you're making on your channel, simply go to the revenue screen in the analytics section of the YouTube Studio. The estimated revenue you see here is more or less what you are going to be paid. I do realise at this point that I haven't mentioned a single thing about ad revenue when it comes to YouTube Shorts. And there's a very good reason for that. It's just not a fun conversation. YouTube's cut is literally impossible to explain, and the end result is that you are earning peanuts per 1,000 views. You'd be lucky to earn $1,000 from 10 million YouTube Shorts views. So we'll park this conversation here and go back to the interesting stuff. Alright, forgive me for 1 second, I need to put some glasses back on because these days I cannot see a thing without them. As you saw earlier, there is an estimated revenue box in the YouTube Studio that you want to keep an eye on throughout the month. Payments are divided up into months, but there is a delay between each one. The reason for this is because everything needs to go through a verification process, as you can see on screen now. And what should happen is that in between the 21st and the 26th of the following month, that money will be paid into the bank account of your choice that you set up via your AdSense account. Setting up your AdSense account is something I'm afraid I can't help you with because it involves bank accounts and varies from country to country. But what I can tell you for a fact is this. You will need to pay taxes on this money and YouTube ain't gonna do it for you. The income you earn from YouTube will be taxed in the country you reside in. So do the research because I am not an accountant or a tax expert. What I can do to help you get started is suggest you read this page in the YouTube Help Center, whether or not you pay taxes in the US. It's got loads of valuable information. That, in a nutshell, is monetization on YouTube. But there is a little bit of housekeeping we need to take care of. Copyright claims. These are not good. Best case scenario, your video is demonetized and you don't earn any ad revenue from it. Worst case scenario, you get a copyright strike. 3 of them and your channel's terminated. This is an enormous topic in itself with counter arguments over stuff like fair use. My general advice is this. As always, do the research and don't rip off other people's creative work. How would you feel if someone did that to you? Another question that's often asked is if I fall below the YouTube Partner Program requirements, will I get kicked out of monetization? YouTube says no, not automatically, but if the channel is deemed inactive, there's no videos uploaded or community posts in the last 6 months, YouTube has the discretion to remove the channel from the YouTube Partner Program. And don't forget, when you join the YouTube Partner Program, you get the customer service perk of online chat support. It's usually very quick and responsive, if not always terribly helpful, especially for very channel-specific issues or conspiracies you want to throw around like why your channel is shadow banned. I'll remind you one more time, do check out the links in the description for tons of detailed information and pop your questions in the comments below and we'll do our best to answer them. But now you know how monetization works on YouTube. The next thing you want to know is how to get monetized fast. Is 28 days fast enough? Then click on the video right now.